Hello and welcome back. Today's topic is going to be about how safe do you think your RuneScape private server realistically is, and what sort of threats you come upon when you're having your server up, the good and the bad threats. Now, like I said in all the previous videos, these are all just general knowledge. I don't write down any of it. As you can see on my computer screen, you can't actually see anything that's in front of me, but yeah, you basically get the gist of it. This is just my website at the moment because I've just released my new server, or my server, which is here. There you go. Oh, anyway, guys, if you want a link to this server, link will be in the description. It's in alpha. It should turn into beta in about 2 weeks, and then the release date will be in about a month. But anyhow, guys, back onto the story. Back onto tips and queries people have against rsps. So, Ridiculous PK. No. That failed a bit. That's my server name. Right, anyway. RuneScape private servers aren't particularly the safest thing in the world. And some threats you can come across are the code that exists in the source itself is owned by Jagex. So Jagex wrote that code to create the game RuneScape. Now, the only reason RuneScape private servers exist is because someone copied that code, basically. And if you own a server that is 718 and up to 803, you have a high risk of it being closed down by Jagex if you get over a few hundred players on it. So just like Legacy, Rune Legacy, I believe it is, or ICOV or whatever it is, where they're running on a 748 or something like that, I think. Now, you will get an email from Jagex demanding and requesting you to close your VPS or close the server itself. If you do not close it, you will be taken to court. Simple as that. Now you're probably sat there going, well, this is a load of bollocks, it's not fair, etc, etc. Well, do you think it's fair taking someone else's code? You know, Jagex is a multi-billion pound company, and you're just sat there using some code that you found online, which, you know, it's me being a hypocrite, and everyone else out there being a hypocrite, because I'm using someone else's code here. Whether you rewrite the code yourself, or you copy it of someone else, it somehow, in one way, is going to be leached. And if someone cares about it so much, like Jagex, they can close the server. Now, having your server reach around 15 players, 10 to 15 players, you're gonna get three major things happen here. That could happen. There's a chance of it. It's more of a 50-50 chance. You could be hacked, so your VPS could be hacked, or someone on your game could abuse a glitch or a bug, and you could wreck your whole entire economy, and you could lose all players. The second thing. Wait, did I say third? Second? Okay, wait, it doesn't even matter. You'll get the gist of it. The second thing. Your forums and your website could get hacked. Now, if any of that's hacked, they could redirect links, they could change everything on it. And the first thing is you could be DDoSed. What I mean by, well, DOS or DDoS, it's completely, you know, you can make that sound however you want it to sound. DDoSing is basically your router sends off little packets. These little packets are called pings. Now, if someone pings your router enough times, it turns itself off, and it has to restart for you to enable yourself to go back on the internet. Now, if you have a VPS and that happens, you will lose a lot of players, because if you're in bed and that happens, your server's can be down for an awfully long time unless you have other people who know the password. And to prevent this from happening, I strongly advise you buying a VPS with DDoS protection up to at least 10 gigabytes or 10 GBS. Gigs per second, I think, or something along those lines. I'm clueless. And if something like this does occur, you can't really do much about it, to be honest with you lot. Unless you know the IP address of someone who logged in, then you just post it on a website of some sort, or something along those lines. Now, if someone does threaten you about DDoSing, I would instantly IP ban them if I was you. It is a federal offence, and it's basically breaking the law if someone's going to threaten to DDoS you. Most people who say it don't actually do it, but you do get some people out there who will sign into your server on a VPN and they will do it. Now I'm going to talk to you a bit about bugs and how they're abused. So say someone's found a money glitch on your server, they will not tell you instantly. This is why it's good to have an undercover mod or some sort of support staff members who are constantly active on your server or log in when all of you are offline, like I occasionally do on other servers. And to try and blend in with everyone in the community and then find out who the actual troublemakers are, etc, etc. Now, if someone finds their money glitch, they're not going to tell you instantly, are they? Let's be honest. So they're going to abuse it, and when they abuse it, they're just going to kill your economy. And then you have to restart your economy, and then you're going to lose players. So everything I'm telling you here is a way to try and keep your players and try to prevent from losing them. And there are many bugs. So on this website alone, there's probably about 50 bugs, maybe more. It's probably thousands. And it's the same with any website. But just like your donation page. Your donation page is probably the buggiest bit, or your vote page. Now, to have an automated donation, you have a request formula, so it sends a request from your server, from the website to the server, and then it pings back to make sure they've accepted the donation, etc, etc. So I'm just on my higher scores here. I should really come off it. I'll just close it. Now, people can find, well, within HTML5 itself, it has loads of bugs. Now, these aren't bugs to worry about, but if people do somehow access them, you could be a bit bummed. Bummed, I quite like that word, bummed. It sounds quite gay, actually. To prevent all this from happening, just have active staff people on your forums, on your website, and always update your website and update your server continuously. So, say you say, oh, I've updated 10 bugs. People go around and try and test those bugs. If they're fixed, they're fixed. If they're not, then try and do it again. Don't know about a bug and don't fix it, because it will. I promise you, it will get abused. Now, I think that's just about everything covered there. If you'd like me to talk about anything else, please do leave a comment and a like, and I will be sure to get back to you all.